11 weeks out. Back, arms, 11 weeks. Let's get started. We'll talk between sets. Let's go. So we'll start back first. We're gonna start a pullover motion. You can normally do dumbbells. We're gonna do the machine pullover. It's my favorite exercise. We're gonna get warmed up there. Honestly, this is the most underrated exercise for back, in my opinion. This is my favorite back exercise. You know, I could never feel it in the past, but doing a certain way, which I'll explain, you're gonna feel much better when you do it. So this will be my only tutorial because this is not a how-to for this session, but for this one exercise, I just want to give you a pointer on what to do. So when you get ready, I want you to puff your chest out as far as you can. And think about when you're going down and squeezing, you're bringing your chest out up towards the ceiling. As far back as you can, chest out and squeeze those lats. You do this right before your workout, you're gonna get a really nice pump. You're gonna get all the blood in there before you start your back workout. So this will be my one warm-up set, and after we're gonna do about 4 sets, moderate to heavy. Yeah, that felt good. I'm very unorthodox when I train. I train quick, like 45 seconds or less between sets. I train heavy, and like I said, it's not much rest in between. So it's one of those things, like do as I say, not as I do, but it works for me. I'm already getting a pump. Like I said, ever since I started doing this exercise, I have not done a single other back movement prior to training. This just gets you really warmed up. You get a good pump before you start. We're gonna start getting a little bit heavier here. Probably about 3 more sets. We're gonna move on. 40 years from now, I'm gonna tell my kids this is Jay Cutler training. We'll go 2 more sets, about 30 seconds. And everyone's different too. You know what I mean? I train, like I said, I train heavy, I train fast, and not a lot of rest time. Everyone's different, and I tell everyone, like, what'd you do with your split, or how do you train? You gotta figure out what works best for you, and kind of just see trial and error. I mean, after 10 years, I've been training the exact same way, and this is just what I prefer. I'm gonna drop set this. Alright. But we're gonna move on to probably a vertical pull, and then we'll go over to the cables, and you know, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I can cuss for my channel. I don't know what I get into during my workouts. I just go exercise to exercise. I don't have a game plan that works best for me. I'm just gonna be transparent.
So I always like to do vertical pull, horizontal pull to get good development in the back. My inner like rhomboids area is really weak, so we got to work on that today as well. So my first exercise, I'm normally doing 4 to 5 sets. Everything else after that's pretty much 3 sets. Kind of distinguishes like what I like and what I feel the most. But this will be about 2 more sets on here. That's the biggest thing. I always had a weak back, so I normally hit as much as I can. I'm not no fucking guru with like a scientific lifter by any fucking means, so I just kind of do what I need to do. I love this shit, dude. I would genuinely take this over like any Friday night, you know, partying or anything, even though I never got into that. I started doing this at a young age, but I love this shit. All right, that's it. We're gonna do a dumbbell row variation. I'm gonna show you a different way to do it where you don't have to hold on to the rack. You're gonna be holding on to your own body. I'll explain when we get over there. This is from Mike O'Hearn. I honestly watched his video. You don't need to hold on to the rack or a chair when you do these. You're just gonna put your elbow on your knee. It's a much smoother, more efficient way to do this exercise. This will be only a 2-set exercise. Finish with some lat pull downs, cable rows, and probably one other thing, then we'll get to arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4. Since we're 11 weeks out and we're already fairly lean, we're dropping our macros slightly every week. Because I always stay lean year round. I never really truly bulk, but it's been, what, 9 years since I competed, so I just want to see how I fare out to, you know, other naturals on stage. If I do pretty well, then we'll aim for the, where I can get my pro card at the Ben Weider Naturals. I also, you know, when I compete, I don't like to look at comparisons, a thief of joy. You know, so you kind of want to keep your eyes off, you know, the other people that are competing. You know, it's kind of focus on yourself. You're going to bring the best package you can bring. And that goes for anything, just fitness in general or when you're just starting. You know, don't pay attention to other people, just focus on your own body, because your body people look up to. And you're comparing to other people, so love your own body, and comparison is a thief of joy. So just focus on your own body. We're gonna finish with hammer strength since we have no cables open. I lied, we're gonna do rack pulls to finish. We'll do 3 sets here though. Like I said, I don't have a really set amount of reps and sets I do. And exercises, I just go based on my body. Same with rest days. I can work out 15 days straight, and then I can take a week off, or I can keep going. I train very unrealistic in a way, but like I said, it works. So, you know, don't break something that's not broken. All right, let's go one more set here. All right, last exercise. So that's normally my ending superset. I'll do 3 more sets. I always do rack pulls. Then I'll go into a pull-up or a chin-up, just depending on the variation I want to go into. And that's normally it for back. Like I said, I do a lot. I really don't know what I'm going into every single day, but I just kind of go based on feel and what I need to hit. Do one more set. We'll put a 25 on. Fuck. Man, I don't even know if I can do 5. That's a back day right there. I'll normally do biceps and triceps with it. It's not as severe because arms are probably one of my better strong points on my physique. So I don't go out on all out like it used to. Back I do, but we'll start diving into triceps now. We'll get about 2 more sets. We'll see how we feel. It all depends on feel in my workout. So if it has to be 4 more sets, it's gonna be 4. Yeah, that's gonna be it for that. We're gonna get into some cables, ropes, push downs, and probably 1 more exercise after that. If I also have dual cables by itself, I'll normally always superset. I'll normally do 3 and 3 or 4 and 4. Like I said, it all depending on the day and what I'm trying to accomplish, but we're gonna superset it today. Probably I'm 26, so when I was 18, when I first started hitting arms, it would be, I would get dumbbells from 10s to 30s, and I would hit them off the ground, and I would kind of like run the rack in a way. Honest to God, that's all I knew really how to hit. I'm not even joking. It was just arms, arms, arms. And then eventually you figured out you have other muscle groups. You end up hitting everything, making it even, but it took me a long time. But like I said, arms I used to crush. I don't do as much as I used to anymore. I'm just trying to bring everything else together. Symmetry and all. Single arm here. Now I'll probably do like a skull crusher variation. So with these, I honestly think people think too much into it. Like, just go in and lift heavy. The amount of reps, you'll figure it out. If it's 6 reps, if it's 10 reps, just go in and fucking hit the weights, and you're gonna grow and eat. I think people overthink it. They're getting too complicated with 4 sets of 8, this and that. Just go in, enjoy yourself, and lift, and you're gonna grow. I think instead of doing skull crushers, we're gonna do a V grip, push down. We'll finish with that with triceps. And then we're gonna roll into biceps to finish up. So 11 weeks out, I'm 202 and the weight's 194. We're at like 240 grams of protein right now, 375 grams of carbs, and then 90 grams of fats. So I'm kind of used to these macros because I normally eat like this all the time, maybe obviously a little bit more. But I can feel it now working out. My pumps aren't as good as they once were. But like I said, I'm gonna enjoy the process of, the whole 11 weeks until up to the time of competition, because, these are the people that reflect and they look back on these moments and they reminisce and they enjoyed it. So I love everything about it, so it doesn't bother me too much, but I like feeling more full for sure. I struggle with this pose right here, so bear with me. I feel like I need to get more rounded with it. It doesn't feel right. I don't know, maybe because I'm not looking at it, but we'll pose at the end just to see how everything looks, but do 2 more sets. Fuck. We're gonna do something similar with biceps. We're gonna superset the same thing. We're gonna do curls, and we'll do a hammer strength, like a rope curl, a hammer strength rope curl. We'll finish with barbell curls, and I'll superset that with dumbbell curls, and I'll normally conclude it with arms and back. We'll get some posing in. I'll take this off. I think it'd be a good conclusion here. It's been a long time since I did a long form video like this one, so I'm very happy to get back into this. That's my preferred method, is just doing, you know, raw, natural, long form videos. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and that's how I train. I didn't really beat around the bush with anything. I mean, if it takes an hour, it takes an hour. If it takes two, it takes two. That's always how I trained. That's pretty much what I would do if the camera was not here today.
With that being said, with you filming, I want you to put all your credentials in the video for my videographer, so he can get more traction and clientele as well. He helped me out today, as well as looks like we'll be working together. If you stay around, which would be very nice too, we can get a lot more videos out for you guys who are all subscribed so far, which I'm very thankful for. But yeah, we're 11 weeks out, and it'd be nice to do a video kind of like every 2-3 weeks out, and even ongoing. Brings a lot of drive when I end up doing this because I love it so much. I don't know why I love it. I've been doing this for 11 years, started my bedroom filming, so it's kind of just weird how, you know, you still do it today, and I don't even get monetized or anything. I just do it because I love it. So super blessed, super happy. I'm glad I got to get a good video in today for you guys. Until next time though, I'm sure it'll be very soon. Peace.